everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. Today we've got the sound system demo of the 2021 GMC Yukon Denali and its 14-speaker Bose audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio inputs, speaker locations, audio controls, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay functionality, get out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and give you my thoughts at the end. Now, if you don't care about any of that beginning stuff, you just want to get straight to the music listening, check the chapters in the video, skip midway through or so, you should be able to get right on to that. Before we get started, let's hop out, take a quick look at the vehicle. The ultimate Yukon, coming in a little sweet spot between the Escalade and the Tahoe Suburban Twins. This is an $82,000 truck, so it is fully loaded. The only thing it isn't is the XL model. If you'd like to see more on the Yukon, we've got a fuel economy test with the 3-liter diesel and also a behind-the-wheel review. We always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV audio files on a USB drive plugged directly into the system, and high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to the factory defaults, so let's take a look at those now. Over here, you've got this nice infotainment screen, pretty much shared with Chevrolet. You click up here on sound, and you get your bass, mid, range, and treble. You also have fader, front, rear, left, right, and balance. And then sound modes, you've got driver, normal, center point, and rear. Let's go through those 4 now. This is center point, driver, normal, and rear. Not a dramatic difference between any of them. I find my favorite to be driver. Center point sounds good for easier listening. If you want to really crank it up, normal sounds best. It's the best balance between all the speakers. Let's go through the bass, mid-range, and treble now. Decent amount of adjustability there, and very easy to do with this well-sized screen and good touch responsiveness. It's also a nice finish to the screen. It's a little bit matte, doesn't show fingerprints too easily. For audio controls, we've got this nice volume knob, easy to reach for both driver and passenger, decent clicks. We've also got audio adjustments on the back right side of the steering wheel. For track selection, you have 2 physical buttons. You can use the touch screen if you're on the media screen. You can rotate around your track selections, kind of your USB menus and such, with the rotary knob, and then you've also got right side track up and down on the left side of the steering wheel. Left side, back of the steering wheel. Audio inputs in the Yukon. You have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, USB-A and USB-C, Bluetooth, wireless Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay support, and then a bunch of these little apps that you can have installed as well. Currently we've got Wall Street Journal, USA Today, Spotify, Amazon, Alexa. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, you don't have a disc player, and you also have no 3.5mm auxiliary input. Not too surprising here for a newly designed model, but still would be nice to see. Speaker locations. This is a 14-speaker system. Bose does not publish their maximum wattages, but there's a decent amount of power. Let's go through and take a look at those locations now. Starting in the bottom left, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back, you have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, the D pillars, and then a subwoofer in the trunk. Let's do a quick bit of listening to the audio from the second and third rows. When you're back here, you get quite a lot of the subwoofer, and you also get that speaker right in your ear, but that's not too bad. Second row seems to be the weakest spot in the car. Don't hear much of that subwoofer, and these speakers don't seem to be doing all that much. They're pretty hollow. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay demonstrations. start out with, let's see, is CarPlay up and going? Now you can do this wirelessly. I just have the iPhone plugged in because its battery is low. Start CarPlay, yes. Look at how easy that is. You do have to hit allow on the iPhone. I'm gonna, you could enable wireless, but I'm just gonna do USB only for now. Look at that, takes up the whole screen, looks really good. You got your side menus, map, your music, and settings. Then if you want to exit, you just go over, I guess you can hit the home button right there. Android Auto, there we go. So you've got your maps, it looks really good. Responsiveness is nice, refresh rate is good. You got your YouTube music. And then let's go settings. Everything works really well. All right, let's fire it up and get on the road. Down and give you an idea for what the Yukon diesel sounds like at highway speeds. Engine noise is virtually non-existent. Road noise isn't too bad. I am surprised by the extra wind noise, but we do have a fairly strong crosswind, so maybe that's contributing. We got 72 decibels averaged on our phone readout, so not very scientific, but still something to look at. more with this song. This song has a lot of different instruments, a lot of different sounds in it, and the ability to really be powerful, but instead, there's a lot of sound being thrown through these top front speakers. That's about it. They're not really utilizing the lower door speakers and the subwoofer to provide a full body listening experience. Speaking of those bigger speakers, turn the bass all the way up for this song. Showing me that the speakers are capable of making the power. I'm feeling the bass on my leg and my pant legs. Let's see, it's turned up. I got some outside mirror shakage, definitely a lot of rear view mirror shakage, and the subwoofer is really pumping satisfyingly. So it's a shame that in just average listening without adjusting the equalizer, that isn't coming through and being utilized in better balance. So yeah, if you care for more bass like I do, I would probably be listening to this with about 2 levels up on the bass reading. The problem is I gotta go down on the treble to get rid of that harshness, and that takes away from the crispness of the sound. speaker Bose audio system here in the Yukon Denali. It's disappointing because they sure could have done more with these speakers. It's coming across as lazy mixing. If you play around with the equalizer, you can improve things, but just on base factory settings, which is how the sound engineers have intended the system to sound without any sort of personal bias, nothing sounds impressive. I've got louder music and more complex music coming through, sloppy in my ears. It's a shame that for $83,000 or $82,400, whatever this one is, you're not getting more. And it really shows why it was important for Cadillac to ditch Bose for their AKG systems and really produce one of the best sound systems on the market. So unfortunately, if you want one of these big GM SUVs and you really care about sound quality, looks like you gotta pony up for the Caddy. Subjectively speaking, just based on sound quality, I'd be giving this about a 6.5 to a 7, depending on the music. Objectively speaking, for the cost, the size of this vehicle, what they would be able to do with this form factor, infotainment, how everything works, I'm giving it about a 6. it's pretty inexcusable to be spending top dollar on a Denali model and not getting more impressive sound quality, especially when other brands can make much more impressive sound systems at lower costs. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on the Yukon, check the links in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.